Hi, it's Fidget for Fitness. It's Memorial Day, and I am just making some simply grilled shrimp. So basically I took some peeled and deveined shrimp that's been washed and dried. I'm just going to put it in a bowl. I am just very simply just going to add some olive oil. Salt and pepper. I'm going to turn this and do it again. I want every piece coated. So what's great about this recipe is that it is a few minutes to make. I usually let it sit for at least a half an hour in the refrigerator so the olive oil sets in, but I am going to put it on these wooden skewers that are soaking in water just to show you how I do it. I'm going to serve this on the side with a pesto sauce and probably some asparagus, which I'll also put with a pesto sauce. So I am going to basically take these sticks that have been soaking in water for a half hour, dry them off, and then just start putting the shrimp on the sticks. So let me just clean out this water. Just put them back in the same pan. What you're just going to do is spray them with olive oil. I use Pam, but you can also wipe them down with olive oil. And just thread them on. You want to do probably about 4 or 5 to a stick. I start with the tail end and go forward. So I go through the tail and through the other side. And then I just put them on the barbecue grill for probably about, I don't know, 6 minutes on each side. That might be a little long depending on how high. So that's what it looks like. I'm going to do the rest of them. And I'm going to serve it with the pesto sauce. So the pesto sauce is pretty easy to make. It's just a handful of ingredients. I have 2 pieces of garlic cloves, 2 garlic cloves that I took the ends off. Drop them in the food processor. These are basil leaves from my garden that have been washed and dried. I'm just going to stick them in there as well. The other ingredients are olive oil. Oh, Chris, I need the locatelli cheese. Pepper. I just realized I forgot one of the ingredients. So I have someone getting it as well as the grater. So that's salt, pepper, olive oil, some pinoli nuts, which are also called pine nuts. And I like a lot of pine nuts, so as many pine nuts as you can get in there. And then just some grated locatelli cheese, which what I love about locatelli cheese is it has a distinct flavor. It's a Parmesan Reggiano, and it has a beautiful flavor, although it doesn't want to be cooperative right now. So just grate a bunch in. I like probably, I don't know, maybe a quarter of a cup. And my food processor does not have a good handle on it. For some reason it's broken, so I'm going to start it with a knife. When it's thick like this, and I don't know if you can see into my food processor, when it's thick like this and not creamy, you basically want to add more olive oil, and then I also have some hot water. And hot water is perfect just to get it to spin. And I know people always say oil and water don't mix, but you just want to put a drop in just to get it the right consistency. And then just let it go. So this looks like the consistency we're looking for. I'm just going to scrape down the sides, do it one more time. I think I'm going to actually add a little more olive oil. And this should be perfect. So this is the consistency we're going for, which is, you know, kind of a garlicky, thick, creamy, not watery, so it's not going to fall off the spoon. You just want it thick. So that's what it's going to look like. And it tastes pretty good, so I'm going to give it the taste test. It's perfect, fresh. So I'm going to finish threading the shrimp onto the next skewer, just to give you one more show of how this is done. They're going to go on the grill, and they don't need the pesto sauce. I'm just trying to spice it up a little bit and just give a little more flavor to the meal. But I am going to serve some grilled vegetable, and I think it's going to either be broccoli or asparagus. I know they're both green with the basil, with the pesto sauce, and this is going to be dinner. So happy Memorial Day. I don't know if happy is the right word on a somber day like this, but enjoy this meal. It's pretty simple, easy, and just a handful of ingredients.